The moon hangs low in the sky, casting an eerie glow over the countryside. The mist swirls around you, enveloping you in a damp, clinging embrace. You know that you're being watched, that something is stalking you through the darkness. As you approach the castle, a sense of dread washes over you. You've heard the stories, the whispers of a dark and ancient evil that lurks within. But you can't turn back now, not when the fate of so many lives hangs in the balance. The castle looms ahead, a forbidding mass of stone and shadow. You push open the heavy doors, and step inside, your heart pounding in your chest. You're not alone here, you can feel it. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end as you hear the soft, almost imperceptible sound of something moving in the darkness. You know that you're facing something beyond human understanding, a creature that has haunted the dreams of generations. And as you move deeper into the castle, your fear turns to terror, and you realize that you're in the presence of the most infamous monster of all, Count Dracula. Dracula is a novel written by Bram Stoker, first published in 1897. The novel is a work of Gothic horror fiction and is one of the most famous vampire stories in literature. The story is told through a series of journal entries, letters, and newspaper articles, and follows the story of Count Dracula, a vampire from Transylvania who moves to England to spread his curse. The novel has become a classic of horror literature and has had a significant influence on popular culture. It has been adapted into numerous films, television shows, and stage productions, and has been referenced in many works of literature and other media. Dracula is often seen as a representation of the fears and anxieties of Victorian England, particularly around issues of sexuality and the supernatural. The character of Dracula has become an iconic figure in popular culture, and has been portrayed in various ways, from the terrifying monster of the novel to the seductive anti-hero of more recent adaptations. The story of Dracula follows a young lawyer named Jonathan Harker, who is sent to Transylvania to help a wealthy nobleman, Count Dracula, purchase an estate in England. Harker soon realizes that Dracula is a vampire and is trapped in his castle. Meanwhile, Dracula makes his way to England on a ship and begins to prey on Harker's fiancée, Mina, and her friend Lucy. As the story unfolds, a group of people, including Mina's friend, Dr. Van Helsing, come together to try to defeat Dracula and save Lucy. However, despite their efforts, Lucy dies and is turned into a vampire by Dracula. The group continues their pursuit of Dracula and eventually find him in his castle in Transylvania. In a dramatic final confrontation, they are able to defeat him by driving a stake through his heart. The novel is told through a series of diary entries, letters, and other documents written by the characters, which gives it a unique and immersive feel. Throughout the story, Stoker explores themes such as love, loyalty, and the dangers of the unknown, making Dracula a classic work of horror literature that has endured for over a century. Dracula, by Bram Stoker, is considered a classic of horror literature and has had a significant impact on popular culture. It is a compelling and suspenseful story that has stood the test of time, and many readers have found it to be a thrilling and engrossing read. If you are a fan of horror or Gothic literature, or if you're interested in exploring the roots of vampire lore, then Dracula may be a book that you will enjoy.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.